Now, First Alert 6 weather.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. You have made it to the end of the week. And as you're heading out for your morning commute, I want to give you a first alert to a few things to watch for on the roads. It's mostly been a pretty quiet and smooth commute, but we do have a couple of issues that I have been seeing. So we're going to go ahead and check in on a couple of those here this morning, starting with one crash that we do have, and it is right here at 48th and Grover, where we are looking at some delays that may be possible in that stretch, just a little bit to the north of I-80 there. Again, that's 48th and Grover, where we have that report of the crash. So right about there. You're heading through that stretch between 42nd, 60th. That's where you could encounter some delays. A couple of other spots where we have some slow travel that's taking place right now. Seeing westbound 370 approaching I-80 with some consistent slowing that's in place. That goes back almost to 144th. So pretty decent size area where there are some delays there. Also 144th as you're going southbound approaching I-80 with some delays there as well. And then some of our usual peak of the commute kind of delays are showing up. And that does include what I'm going to show you here right now. That's JFK northbound approaching I-80. You can see how things are kind of sluggish there to head to westbound I-80 on the JFK northbound. So as you head through that stretch, just be ready for some slow travel there on the JFK. It may continue to back up a little bit. Another one we frequently get near the peak of the commute is as you are making your way on Dodge, eastbound around 144th, back toward 180th. You can see it is moving pretty well right now near 144th. That's our camera at 144th and Dodge that you're looking at. And as I give you the full view of the commute, you can see just a few spots that are a little bit backed up right now. We'll zoom in on this area. Very busy stretch there between 72nd and 680 on Dodge. And you can see the yellow indicating the delays. Give you an idea of some of the speeds that you're talking about in that area. When you see those yellows, here's what you can expect as far as the estimated speeds. Those hanging out about 20 to 30 miles per hour. If you're heading through that stretch, maybe getting a little slower as you get closer to 84th. And still in that 20 to 30 mile per hour range as you get close to 72nd. Have a view on our camera, if I can find the camera here. It is our Children's Nebraska camera, which has a pretty good view right near that 90th and Dodge intersection. And you can see just how many vehicles are moving through. It makes sense that it's showing up as being a little on the slow side early this morning. Again, many of our roads have been moving along really well in the early going. Show you the full map once again. And when we show you where things stand, you will notice those delays that do stand out on Dodge between 72nd and 680th, where we were just looking. Even where we normally get some pretty big delays, though, not looking too bad on Dodge around 168th. That's an encouraging sign. We look at the JFK, you can see there are definitely some delays from about I-80 back toward Q. We have seen mornings where that's been worse, but definitely keep that in mind if you're going to be driving in that area, that you are looking at some slow travel right around there. Of course, in the approach to that 72nd and L intersection that's getting redone, you do have some delays there as well. And then there's the one crash that we did start off with. That was 48th and Grover with that one. So if you're maybe somebody who uses Grover as an alternate route to avoid I-80, you would encounter that one between 42nd and 60th, and you want to use some caution as you head through that stretch. It is a mostly pretty good commute, though. We are looking at a lot of good signs here. You're coming in out of Fremont, heading toward Elkhorn. Looks pretty good on 275. You are looking at slow travel between Gretna and Elkhorn, as we typically do see about this point. Otherwise, just a lot of areas where things are either moving along really well or just being a little slow. No big problems that we're seeing this morning. It's always good when we can go into a Friday and be able to say that. Hopefully, we'll be able to say that through the rest of the morning. We'll wrap up this stream, just a short one today, with not too many in the way of issues going on at this point. Coming up in about 5 minutes, we'll check in on First Alert 6 and all the latest on anything else that has developed this morning. You can always keep on top of the morning commutes on our website, firstalert6.com. We have the traffic blog where anything that could be impacting travel, whether that be crashes, new construction, any of those sort of things can be found on that traffic blog and helps to guide you to where you need to try to avoid as you go for the smoothest commute possible. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend.